Well, hey there, and welcome back to another episode of the Adventures of Mobile Homes podcast. I'm your host, Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of adventuresofmobilehomes.com. Thank you so much for joining me here on the 77th episode of the podcast. So today, I want to share with you a portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page about how to set up your business when you're first getting started as a mobile home investor. Now here, I tell you exactly what you need to do and the basics of setting up your office. I share with you tools and resources that I personally use to help you get started as a mobile home investor. And I talk about the type of marketing materials that you'll need when you're just starting out, including what to put on your own marketing materials to be the most effective. Plus, I also talk about business entity structure and licensing requirements as a beginning mobile home investor. I go over how to select a business entity and when exactly you'll need to get licensed and why when you're first starting out with your own mobile home investing business, and so much more. So I decided to put this 2-hour video training class to teach you what I've learned through my many years of experience as a mobile home investor when it comes to setting up your business to save you both time and money, and to show you what exactly you need to do when you're just starting out to be effective and successful as a mobile home investor. So check it out. Here it goes. Hi, all. This is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl with adventuresofmobilehomes.com. Thank you so much for attending another video training. So today I am going to do another exciting video training on setting up your business as a mobile home investor. How exactly, when you first get started, how do you actually go about and set up your business? How do you go about to set up your office? Everything when you first get started in mobile home investing. So here we go. So first things first, at the time of this recording, it has been actually after Thanksgiving. So I just want to say happy post Thanksgiving. Hope you had a great Thanksgiving with your family and your friends. If you traveled anywhere, hope you had safe travels and then coming back if you are back in town. For me personally, every year, if I do stay in town, I get a turkey smoked for my Thanksgiving. So usually I get the turkey smoked and then I make the sides myself. So I basically stayed in town. I didn't do any work with the mobile home investing business. At the time of this recording, I'm actually been wholesaling mobile homes, and I have 3 homes under contract right now. And I've got one where I've got under contract with a buyer. So I'm set to close on that. And that's going to be a 5-figure paycheck. So I'll have more to share on that. And keep you updated on things. But then I've got 2 other homes I've got under contract with sellers to help them sell as a wholesaler. So I'm trying to find buyers for those homes as well too. And I told the sellers, it's Thanksgiving, Black Friday. I'm sure you want to spend time with your family and the friends. Let's just hold off on showing the home over the weekend to these buyers, and then we'll continue after Thanksgiving. I want to enjoy my Thanksgiving with my own family, and I'm sure you want to enjoy your Thanksgiving with your own family as well, too. So now it's after Thanksgiving, and I'm back to work, and I'm here with a new video training class just for you. And, if you're watching this and you want to share with me what you did for Thanksgiving, if you traveled, if you stayed in town, what you usually do for Thanksgiving, if you actually make the turkey yourself, however you do it, your Thanksgiving every year, let me know in the comments here, or, check out the Discord community if you haven't joined. and let me know how your Thanksgiving was. I'd definitely be happy to hear about, your Thanksgiving. Okay. All right. Now, before I get into everything, this is actually after I had a Black Friday sale for all of my mobile home investing courses and also my consulting. It was a 40% off everything. And that was, I believe it was till midnight, November 26, 2023. So if you caught that Black Friday sale, I hope you enjoy that extra special discount for that Black Friday sale. I don't have sales often for my mobile home investing courses and consulting, but I did want to do something extra special for Black Friday. Now, if you're just catching this, I may be doing something for the holidays. Christmas is coming up or post Christmas. I'll see, what I want to do with my courses and consulting if you missed that Black Friday sale. But thank you to everyone who actually signed up. I just want to wish you, the best of success with those courses that you purchased, with the consulting that you purchased with me. Let me know if you have any questions about it as you go through my course, depending on what course you went through, what you purchased, or, I'll be talking to you through our consulting sessions if you purchased consulting with me. Okay. So I just wanted to give everyone a special extra thank you for purchasing, if you did, from the recent Black Friday sale. Okay. All right. Now, before I get into this recording, if you are watching this video training class, I just want to say thank you so much for your support. If you are watching this video training class, that means you are a member of my support page. And I do these video training classes, video commentaries, all the behind the scenes of my own mobile home investing business. You get to see it firsthand, behind the scenes. This is exclusive content for members of my support page. So if you are actually watching this video, that means you are a member of my support page. And I will be updating everything, all my exclusive content as I go along. I talked about having these 3 deals under contract that I'm planning to wholesale. You'll hear firsthand exactly what I'm doing with my mobile home investing business as a member. And again, I do want to remind you, if you are a member of the support page and you watch these video trainings, you watch these video commentaries, and you're out in the field as a mobile home investor, you're actually implementing what you learn through these video trainings, but you forget something that I might have said in another video training class. Maybe, you watched my video training class on how to talk to mobile home park managers, and you forgot exactly kind of the process that I guided you in that video training class step by step. As long as you're a member of the support page, you will have access to that video training class. So you can always go back into the support page and access any of these video trainings, any of these video commentaries, all the exclusive content, the behind the scenes, everything. You also get access. I talked about the Discord community. It's part of your membership, as a member of the support page. So, we've been having a lot of discussions there on the Discord community. I've been answering a lot of questions from folks in the Discord community. You can always contact me there directly, privately, or if you do have a question and you want everyone to, take part of it to see, they may have the same question, you can post it up in the Discord community and I will get back to you right away with my thoughts, my resources, and kind of my advice, of what I think you should do depending on the question that you have as a mobile home investor. And if you're watching this and you're actually a member of my support page and you have not joined the Discord community yet, be sure to check it out. I'll actually put, like, all of my video trainings, all my video commentaries, I'll put the links to whatever's discussed in this video training, including the link to the Discord community. And it will show you exactly how to get into there as a member of the support page so that you can get in there. We have discussions, all kinds of things. We share resources. And I also, actually, I just added, since you all are members of the support page, I put all the links in a special section for all the special discounts that you get off of all of my educational offerings in the Discord community. There's a special section for that. I believe it is titled Member Discounts. So definitely check that out as a member of the Discord community, because you are a member of my support page. If you have any questions about the Discord community, just feel free to let me know. I will put my contact info at the bottom of this post, as well as you can contact me in the Discord community directly as well too. But anyways, before I get into everything, I always say thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate you supporting me as a member of my support page so that I can continue to help educate you and share what I know as a mobile home investor who is doing this day in, day out. I'm in the field all the time doing this. I'm not just online talking about this. I'm actually doing it in the field as I speak. I've got deals under contract. I'm working with sellers. I'm working with buyers, to share with you what exactly I'm doing, what exactly is happening right now, what you can do as a mobile home investor to be successful. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So let's talk about what you're going to learn in this video training class that I have today. So today I'm going to talk about exactly how do you exactly set up your mobile home investing business when you're first getting started. Now, if you've been in the business for some time and you kind of wanted a refresher, definitely stay tuned to what I have to hear. I mean, it's some of the things I will tell you, what I did then versus what I do now and how things have changed. But this is basically what my advice is if you're getting started today as a mobile home investor. If you've been in the business for a while, but you want to, to change things up, I definitely advise you to tune in to hear what I have to say. So I'm going to get started with a few different topics, and we're just going to go through these topics as I go through the video training. So one of the first things I'm going to do is go into your basic office setup. So what do I recommend you do when you first get started as a mobile home investor? We're talking about ground zero. I'm just getting started. I read all these books that you recommended, Rachel. I've been listening to the podcast. You may have even signed up for my courses or purchased my consulting, and we've talked on the phone, about your business and, the strategy you want to take. But now you're ready to, I've been doing all this educational. I've been learning. Now I'm actually ready to take action. Rachel, how do I do this? How do I set up my office? Okay. So I'm going to go over the basic office setup on what I recommend that you do as a beginning mobile home investor. I will give you tools and resources that I believe at a minimal, you should have. I will also go into, optional tools and resources if you kind of want to add to that as well too. It's always optional, but I definitely will, help you set the bar in terms of what I recommend are the minimum things, the minimum requirements that you should have getting yourself set up as a mobile home investor to be successful with your own mobile home investing business. And I will talk about what I personally use now versus what I use then, how my business has changed in terms of what I do now versus what I did then when I first got started as a mobile home investor. This is way back when I got started in 2007. And as I do this video training, it is November 2023. So, do the math. I've been in the business for a while. I know what works. I know what doesn't work. This is based on my own experience to help you, achieve the success that you want. Okay. I will also go into marketing materials and what exactly types of marketing materials to use. And then also I will talk about what exactly do you even put on these marketing materials and how exactly I use them in my own practice as a mobile home investor, as an active mobile home investor now. I will also talk about these marketing materials that I used in the past, how they helped me get my first couple of deals. I will talk about what worked, what didn't work in terms of marketing materials, and what I do now to market, to get in contact with sellers, to market, to get in contact with buyers. Okay. And then I'll talk about business structure. How do you even want to structure your business as a beginning mobile home investor? I will give you tips on what I recommend that you do when you're first getting started. If you've been thinking about business structure, if you've been thinking about entity structure, and then also I will go into licensing requirements, because if you're in this business long term, it's just something to be aware of. I will talk about what types of things you need to be aware of when it comes to licensing. There are certain situations as a mobile home investor, it really depends on your strategy. Some strategies will require having a license, to do this business as a mobile home investor if you're going to be doing this long term. But other strategies in mobile home investing, you don't even need the license to do this. And I'm talking about when you're out there and, you're marketing these properties, you're selling these properties, depending on the strategy that you choose. So there's going to be some licensing requirements. Obviously, this is going to depend on your state, your area, where you live in, where you do business, that yes, you will be required by law to have a license because of the strategy that you pick. And in other areas, depending on, the strategy that you pick as a mobile home investor, you may not need the license. So I'll go over those different scenarios on, when you need the license and when you don't need the license, depending on your strategy and what you pick. Okay. All right. Now, if you've been a listener of the podcast, I did go over in podcast episode 12, setting up your business, if you want to check that out. And again, I just do want to remind you that all the links, all the resources, anything that I discuss in this video training class, I'm going to put at the end of this post, so you'll be able to get to it when you need to. Okay. And I do that with all my video training class. You can always go back through these videos, wherever this post is, on the support page, and then all the links will be there. But if you didn't catch it, or maybe you need a refresher, definitely check out podcast episode 12, setting up your business. I go into what I do, what I recommend when you set up your business. And, that's kind of a good general overview. Today, I'm going to do a deeper dive in that. And basically that was podcast episode 12. So that was a while back. So I'm going to, we are actually, past that on the podcast. I'm getting close to 100 episodes already. So that was in the beginning. So now this information that I'm going to give you today in this video training class is more updated information versus what I talked about in podcast episode 12. But it is a good refresher to remind you, as a reminder of, kind of a general overview of how to set up your business as a mobile home investor when you're first starting out. Okay. Okay. So like I said, today I'm going to get into the specifics of setting up your business as a mobile home investor if you're just getting started. Okay. This is going to be a deep dive into the subject. There's so much I can put in a podcast episode. I feel like doing these video trainings as you are a member of the support page, it's more of an intimate setting. I can talk more freely as well too, of what works, what doesn't. And I get more time because typically these video trainings, these video commentaries that you get as a member of the support page, they're typically 2 hours. So I do spend a lot of time in these video training classes to present the information that I feel is more important for you to know as a mobile home investor, because, there's a lot of real estate investing gurus out there. There's mobile home investing gurus out there. And sometimes, a lot of the information, it can be generalized, or maybe they're teaching you something that worked when they started, how many years ago, but now, it may not work in the field. They may not, depending on who is teaching, they may or may not be an active real estate investor, an active mobile home investor. So you may take some of these techniques, some of their advice that they give you, but they may not work today in the field. And that is the reason why I'm doing this video training class today, to share with you what exactly is working in the field right now. As I say this, because I've got deals under contract as I do this video training. So that kind of says a lot about the information that I'm going to present to you today. Okay. And again, this is based on my personal experience. Everyone has different personalities. If you've been a supporter of my work, and you've been following my blog, Adventures of Mobile Homes, you've been following the podcast, you know that my philosophy is to do your business based on your personality, not the other way around. Because a lot of these real estate investing gurus, these mobile home investing gurus will tell you, oh, no, you've got to do this, then this. Believe me, I've been there. Okay. And I did that and it didn't work. Why? Because I'm not that person. We're all different people. We all have different personalities. I have a corporate background. So a lot of the things that I learned from Lonnie Scruggs, who is the godfather of mobile home investing, basically more on the marketing side, it just didn't work for me, because we have different backgrounds. He was working different areas, different parks worked for him versus me. I work more in higher end parks. That just works for me, my personality. I have a corporate background. So a lot of the mobile home parks that I work with as a mobile home investor, they're going to be corporate owned. It just works for me. So you got to figure out A, what is your personality, and B, what techniques will, based on what you're doing, if you're doing marketing, if you're talking to sellers, if you're talking to buyers, whatever you're doing, if you're networking, what types of methods will work with your personality? And I don't have the answer to that question. You really need to do a deep dive on you, what your strengths are and what your weaknesses are before you start just taking action out there. So I hope this information has helped. Okay. And one last thing I want to say, this is not complicated. It's not rocket science. Real estate investing, mobile home investing, it's been around for so long. Not much changes with it, but it's just the way you approach it based on your personality is what can change, and then the tools and the resources. Now we do have things like the internet. We do have things like websites that we can go to, groups that, may have some insight into the market. Versus back then, it was a lot of networking. And I will tell you, networking is like my number one way to get leads. It still works. Okay. And I don't think that's ever going to change in real estate, in mobile home investing. Okay. But, just keep it in mind. This is not complicated. It's not rocket science, and just keep it simple. Okay. So there you have it. A portion of a video training class that I recently did for members of my support page on setting up your own mobile home investing business when you're just getting started as a mobile home investor. Now, in the class, you'll learn the basics of setting up your office, including what you need versus what you don't need, what to spend your time on versus what not to spend your time on, because honestly, it shouldn't be that complicated. Plus, I talk about the tools and resources that I personally use for my own mobile home investing business, and I share them with you, and I tell you where you can find them right in this video training class. Now, along with the tools and resources, I also talk about paperwork and forms that you'll need when you're first getting started as a mobile home investor, including where to find them. I also talk about marketing materials that you'll need to be effective when it comes to marketing your own mobile home investing business, including what exactly to put on them. And I also go over business entity structure, the types of structures out there, and how to select them, including licensing requirements as a beginner mobile home investor. I talk about when you do need to get licensed as a mobile home investor and why. Honestly, in this day and age, there's just so much information out there. I talk about what real estate investing and mobile home investing gurus are doing and saying, which can be confusing, especially as a beginner mobile home investor. So I break things down for you to make things less complicated. Because if you know me, you'll know that one of my mantras has been for quite some time, keep it simple, or KIT for short. Now, in this 2-hour video training class, you'll learn everything that you need to know when it comes to setting up your business as a beginner mobile home investor, including the tools and resources that I personally use to run a successful mobile home investing business, plus everything that I talked about here so far. Now, honestly, I think a lot of people just tend to overthink things when they're doing something new, which is understandable. Going into the unknown can be scary, but there is a point where you can only learn so much. You need to take action. And that's why I decided to put this video training class together to help you do just that. So you can move on and focus on finding and putting deals together to be a successful mobile home investor. Now, this video training class is just one of the perks of becoming a member of my support page. And as a member, you'll get exclusive access to regular training classes like this on different topics around mobile home investing and access to detailed posts where I go into more detail about specific topics within mobile home investing that you won't find anywhere else. I'm telling you, this is exclusive content and behind the scenes footage of my own mobile home investing business. Plus, you also get discounts to special events. And here's the kicker: discounts to my existing courses and classes, including a special extra discount to my Dodd-Frank and SAFE Act course, especially for mobile home investors, just for members of my support page. So you definitely don't want to miss out on the special deal. Sign up as a member today. Go to www.adventuresofmobilehomes.com/support for more information on how you can support me and become a member, including all the perks that you'll get that I just mentioned. And if you're already a member of the support page, please be sure to check out this video training class and definitely let me know what you think. I'd love to hear your thoughts and answer any questions that you might have. And just in case you missed it, I did do a video walkthrough of the support page and what it's all about. You can find it on episode 52 of the podcast, where I celebrate the 2-year anniversary of the show, what it means, and my plans going forward. You can find it at www.adventuresofmobilehomes.com/52. And if you'd like to check out this video training class on setting up your office as a beginner mobile home investor, including everything that I talked about here, you can check it out in the show notes where I provide more information and details about the class. Go to www.adventuresofmobilehomes.com/77. Now, before I go, I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. And this is going to be the last episode of 2023, and we're halfway through the podcast season, as I usually take a break in the summers from the podcast. Now, with that being said, I wanted to let you know that prices are going to be going up next year for all of my educational offerings, including the membership for the support page. So if there's anything that you want to sign up for, be sure to do it before next year so you can lock in your pricing. And if you're already a member of the support page, your rate will remain the same for as long as you're a member. So I've got you covered on that end. But for anyone else wanting to become a member, be sure to sign up before the year ends and prices go up next year. Again, go to www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/support to get more information. And I've also got a special holiday sale going on from now until the end of the year. Sign up for any of my educational offerings, including my courses and consulting, using the code XMAS 2023 at checkout to receive an extra 35% off. You can find all of my educational offerings at www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/learnwithrachel, all one word. And if you want to become a member of my support page to get access to this video training class and all of my other video training classes and commentaries, including special member perks, go to www.adventuresinmobilehomes.com/support. Now, one of the perks of the support page is the Discord community, where you can ask me questions, post up deals, network with others, and discuss all things mobile home investing. And we've got a lot of activity on there right now for members. So it's definitely something to check out. Now, I'll put more information about the Discord community right in the show notes. So be sure to sign up before prices go up next year. Well, that's about it for now. I really hope that you've enjoyed this episode. And if you've enjoyed the podcast so far, please be sure to share it with family and friends. And be sure to follow me and subscribe. Well, that's about it for now. Until next time, this is Rachel Hernandez, aka Mobile Home Girl of the Adventures of Mobile Homes podcast, signing off. Have a Merry Christmas, and I see you all next year.